Okay, welcome everybody. It's almost Memorial Day weekend, so I hope everybody is going to have a good weekend. Anyway, I missed last week, but I will keep this one nice and short. Today I just want to talk about moving and what does that mean with your addresses with the government and your state government for your LLC and your IRS account. So basically, when you move, there is a formal process to updating your address for your business and for you personally with the IRS and with the state. Um, with the state, well, I guess I'll just kind of show you here really quick. When you do move, you do have two things you have to update. If you own a business and you work from home and your business is your home address, you do have to update your business address to your new home address too, right? So unless you go out and get a PO box or something, that would be different. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share screen, and we're going to talk about what this means. Um, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to go to the U.S. Postal Service, USPS, and put in a new mail forwarding address. So if you just Google USPS mail forwarding, it comes right up. Um, Now, the Postal Service has done a great job of spamming us and making a ton of ads on this. So you can just ignore all of those things, but basically you're going to scroll down here and click change your address, and it's going to load the whole thing. And then this is where you're going to uh, you're going to start getting spammed. What else do you want to do? No, I don't want to add other offers. I don't want to update voter registration or anything. I just want to change my address. So then you come down here and you've got three options to choose from, and you may want to actually put in a mail forwarding address for all three of these. So at a minimum, you're going to do your individual and your business. So I'm just going to click business. Um, is the entire business moving? Yes. And then you would put in your business name, put in your email address, confirm it, put in your phone number. Um, no, I'm not moving back to my new address. What date? Let's say I'm moving today. And then you would put in your new address, right? So this is my current address, but this is where you would do. So this is your old address, then you'd put in your new address, and you'd click next, and you'd go through this process. They're going to charge you $1 to verify that you are a legitimate person. So you're going to do this for both your business and you individually at a minimum every time you move to a new address. Because what's going to happen is the IRS's system is really slow. So there is an official address change form to submit to the IRS. You submit it by mail. They take about 3 months to open their mail and another 3 months to process the mail. So it could take 6 to 9 months for them to update your address. It's actually faster to just e-file the next tax return that's due. That might be your quarterly payroll taxes. That might be your actual end of the year corporate tax return. But it's easier to just put your new address on that, hit mark, change an address, submit it e-filed electronically to the IRS. It goes directly into their system and they have it processed within 2 weeks. To update your new address. So that's the fastest way to do it than to actually go through the real formal process. So between filing the next tax return, whether that's quarterly or annually, to update your actual address with the IRS, this is how you continue to receive mail for your business from the IRS in the event that you have mail. So keep that in mind. Again, you want to do this for your business and you individually. This mail forwarding lasts a year, so it does give you plenty of time for the IRS to actually update your address. Then to update your address with the state, there's going to be a couple of ways to do that. First, you're going to have the Secretary of State, which is your formal LLC registration. And then you're going to have your Department of Revenue or Department of Tax, which is the same as the IRS. So the Department of Tax, sometimes they link to the Secretary of State, sometimes they don't. But basically, we'll update the address with the Department of Tax when we file your tax return. So really the big thing is the Secretary of State. I'm just going to pick, all states are pretty much the same. I'm registered in Idaho, so I'm just going to go to the Idaho site. So Idaho business entity search. I search for this stuff all the time. This is just public information. But this is typically how you would submit what we call an amendment to your LLC registration. So you're going to go to, make sure you go to the actual state website, and then there should be, this isn't what I'm looking for. There's going to be a business search. Maybe that's it right there. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do a business search here. So Cyberspace CPA, and there it pops up. Inactive, so we're going to make sure we pick this one. And then typically once you get to this screen, there is usually a way to submit an amendment. So Idaho actually makes me sign in to do that, but you can actually see there is an old physical address on here. They haven't updated my physical address yet. I guess I need to change that. So this is how you would find your information. You might have to log in. Idaho makes me log in, but you find your LLC registration at your state Secretary of State, and then they have a link for you to file amendments or to log in or something, but this is where you're going to go to do that. So that's, a real quick 10-minute, 5-minute video on how to update your address with the government when you move to a new location. The sooner you do this, the better. Really, you should submit the mail forwarding address as soon as you know your future mailing address. Anyway, hope this is beneficial for everyone. Takes 5 minutes to submit a mail forwarding address, and unfortunately, it seems like that gets forgotten a lot in the process of moving because it's such a hassle of moving. But anyway, hope this is helpful. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and see you next week.